to try to help them establish that money. It shows that we, the Mugbe people, we are very entrepreneurial people. Given enough time and opportunity, we can do everything we wish to do. We are almost in the danger of also being swallowed by the influx of people into our region because of the crisis. Even though we have had people come to our region because of the fertile land that we have and the good weather that we have and our naturally hospitable nature, the crisis has made it worse. And so every square meter of land in Boya now is under argument. People, Bamileke people have even come to take me, the paramount chief, to court for my family land that I have a title. That's how pushed we are to the corner. That's how pushed we are. And so I have called my medicine men and sat down with them. I said, should I destroy these people in the other way, or should I allow the court to take its course? And my medicine people said, Tata, let us kill them. Yes. They've advised me without mixing their words. So let us kill them. And then, me being a God-fearing man and a juju man, I sat again quietly and said, the difference between a king and a common man is that a king gives life to people, while the common man takes away life. I will give them life. But they should be very careful, because even kings have their limits. There were times when King Nebuchadnezzar, he took 3 young men from King Joachim's kingdom and brought them to his kingdom and trained them to become the best judges and the best educated men, Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. And when he had started grooming them, he brought them to the king's table to come and eat with the king and drink the king's wine, something that all of you would never say no to. But these 3 young men said, no, sir, we don't want to eat the meat from your table or the wine from your table, because those have been sacrificed. But if it's you young men today, you say, master, give me nyamade, make a chop. The reason I'm trying to say that is because they had something that we lack today. It's called character. They had strength of character. They said, no, sir, we will not eat from your table. Give us just vegetables and give us 10 days. After we've eaten for 10 days, call us back and judge us if we are better off or not. King Nebuchadnezzar was a very understanding man like me. So yeah, I allowed them to eat their whatever they wanted. They took these 3 young men away. They were actually 4 plus Daniel. And they allowed them to eat. When they called them back to judge them, scripture says that they were the wisest among all of the counselors in Nebuchadnezzar's kingdom. They were tested for literature and sciences, even in artificial intelligence, and they were the most intelligent. But you know that as we Hvako people, when you are doing well, there's no shortage of enemies. They were doing well, they were flourishing, they were high counselors in the court of King Nebuchadnezzar. Just like me, people have gone to the SDO and told the DO, and told me that the Mbando is tied to Ambazonia. And that they should not let the Mbando hold, because Ambazonia people are inside the Mbando, so all of us are Ambazonians. And so like, the point I'm trying to make is that when you're doing well, there's no shortage of people who went behind and told Nebuchadnezzar that those people who are worshiping you said they are the best. Just build a statue and ask them to worship you, and they'll turn their backs, because they are not really loyal to you. They went behind and set a trap for those 3 young men because they were doing well. And so King Nebuchadnezzar built a tall golden statue on the advice of his counselors, not knowing that it was a plot against some people who were affluent in his kingdom, and called everybody to come and worship it. Of course, the enemies knew that those 3 young men would never worship that statue, so it was a trap. And so when he called everybody to bow down before the statue, the 3 young men said, no, sir, we are not going to bow in front of this statue, because we know that the Lord our God that we serve will rescue us. But even if he doesn't, that's the part I want people to pay attention to. Even if he doesn't rescue us, we will not still bow. That's character. He's saying today that I know that if I go to Limbe for this Woliya Wo Hvako, there are some people who will not be happy with me. But even if they will not be happy with me, I am still going. That is character. And that's what I want you young people to know. If you don't have character, you cannot succeed on earth. I'm sure today, some of the people here, if they were the ones at Nebuchadnezzar's time, they'll say, yeah, we'll not worship, sir, we really love you, we'll not worship that thing. They'll bow to him. There are people of lip service. There are people of face service. There are people who bow to even things that they shouldn't bow because they don't have character. I came here today because I have character. And I want all of you to have character. What is right, please stand up for it. Even if it means you give up something which is precious to you, because it is right. And there are people who are standing for this Hvako and for chieftaincy's tools in this region at the expense of their own lives that you don't know, at the expense of their jobs that you don't know, because they are people with character. The story goes on to say, of course, the 3 young men were thrown into the fire. Of course, Nebuchadnezzar, in his anger, asked the fire to be heated 7 times hotter